Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Matters. This video I'm gonna make it really quick and interesting for you because you need to get this topic very clear, because we're gonna see it today about the div tag in HTML, which is the most important tag. Because if you take any websites, let's take the example that I had website of HackerOne. Because div tag in HTML is so important, because this is actually a website building, because after div tag only we are getting into the exact concept of web development, website building, whatever it is. Because before that we have seen the basic tags and basic idea about HTML and website. But after div is what you'll see the real website building is. So if you take this website for example, there is a lot of part in it because it is designed such beautifully, because they have been using so much of language like JavaScript and PHP for database also, but still this is also built by HTML and CSS, right? So this is built completely with a great interactive site. I mean, like, they have header file, and any website, if you take any website, it has to be divided with three parts. That is the header part and the body part and the footer. Okay, so this is how the structure of the any web page will be. If you take any web page, it will be the three structure. So for how to make this structure, how to make a header. In header they'll have about their company, the products, or the about detail or context detail, something like that, and the logo of the company. And on the content side they'll have some contents like this, they'll display their works and all. Under the footer side they'll be like mostly copyrights issues and all be there. So we're gonna see how should we build this one using our HTML page. So the answer is div tag. So guys, I have made some important an image over here. You can see in the Sublime I have made an image over here, and a h1 tag which says welcome to Tech Matters. So this is the general basic tags in HTML. So what I'm going to do is you'll see the syntax of div tag over here. Yeah, you're seeing it right now. And I will say to you what is about a div tag. And a div tag is nothing but to make an element like div is nothing but a container. Okay, as simple, it is a container. You'll store some other elements inside a container. So that is basically a div tag. So we'll make a div tag we'll make a div tag for header file, and that header file contains elements like image and h1, and we'll have the body tag that contains different elements in it. So div tag is basically a container, and this div tag is a block level container. So what is that block level container? We'll see it. Before that we'll code something. Okay, so the syntax of div tag is this one. Yeah, okay, we'll just delete this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put a image as a div tag. So you need to be very careful that this should be in the same position. Yeah, okay, fine. And the most important thing is you have to close a div tag, because if you don't save a don't close a div tag, then it's not a container. You didn't make any container. So to make this div tag visible for you, what I'll do, okay, now let me save this and refresh. You will see nothing. But you will see something has changed, because now the image tag has come to a container. So what I'm going to do is, for your visible part, I will write a style attribute. What is the style attribute used for? I'll write a background color, and let me say I'll just background it with any color, maybe yellow color. Yeah, that is fine. And I'll save this. Okay, I'll save this. Don't matter, that's just a simple Sublime dialog box. Okay, see, now if you see that this is nothing but the div tag, and you can make it as a header file. This is the the Tech Matters logo, I mean our YouTube logo. So we'll be doing stuff here, working on stuff here later. So this is how a div tag is, and you can see that you observe carefully that this div tag is taking the whole height of this image, and that is what the property of a block level element. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one more div tag over this place. Yeah, div tag for the h1 tag. Okay, and fine. And I'm gonna do some property for it. The same property, style, background color. Let us say the background color I'll take as blue. Yeah, blue. Save this, refresh. So Now we can see that it also takes the height of this text part and the width. So this is basically a div tag, and you'll have small confusion if you say if you have watched the previous video, that is span tag in HTML. The most, I too have a same confusion when I was starting up these things, and the main confusion is what is the difference between a span and a div tag, because if you take a span tag also, we can do this highlight part and we have seen these things, but there is a huge difference between a span and div tag, which I'll be saying in a further session. But as per now, you just want to know is a div tag is a block level element and a span tag is an inline element. It takes the value of an inline element. So that's the major difference, and we'll be using div tag and its property further in the upcoming class also. This class is just for to show up how a div tag looks like, and you can also put both in a div tag also. That can also be done. You can just delete these things, yeah, and you can just put up in the same time and just oops, oh wait a minute, I have to delete this, and you're gonna put this and you're gonna do something like this also. This is what basically a div tag is. So as I said before, this is just to make your site to have the structure. So div tag is basically, it gives you the structure for an website, as like this. It gives you the structure like this, like the parts like where the header should be there, and where these logos should be there, everything. If you just let's say if you just inspect this one, if you inspect any websites, let's inspect this website hacker1, you will see a lot of div tags, because without a div tag there you can't do anything. See, wait a minute, see, you can see over here, see, div tag. So there are a lot of div tag over here. See, everything they have they have placed all HTML elements into a div tag. See, there's a lot of div tag, and div tag gives you the structure of a website. So that's it for today, guys. That's for the video. I hope you have get the idea about how a div tag works. Thank you, guys.